Hey guys, what's up? It is Ashley here, and today I'm going to show you how to wash your wigs. This is my D.VA wig. She's pretty much never been worn before, straight out of the bag with that real cheap wig shine. So I'm going to show you how to cut the fringe and get rid of that shine with washing it and without washing it. So let's get going. Okay, so welcome to my bathroom. I'm going to pop a plastic bag on the floor just to pick up all the hair that I end up cutting off, and so I don't make a mess, because I usually make a mess. Now when doing this, you can use a wig head, but especially for fringes and things, I try not to, just because I know my face is very different to what a foam head is. So with a fringe, I'm just going to pop my hair up all in a wig cap and that fun stuff, and then get cutting. Also, this wig is part of the Heroes Time D.VA suit collection. I think it's the deluxe one, I think, that came with the headset. So it's just a cheap, easy wig. Now whenever it comes to a wig, make sure you brush it. That is the one thing that will destroy your wig and turn it into dreadlocks if you don't brush it. I think there's also a spray that you can get that's like a silicone spray that separates your hair so you never have to wash it and brush it, but I've never used it, so don't take my advice. And as always when styling a wig, make sure you have plenty of clips everywhere, just to make sure that you don't cut something you don't actually want to, because that is a disaster. Now these scissors are just hairdressing scissors from Daiso. They're like $2.80, super easy, super quick. They also sell thinning scissors. I recommend them. I've been using them for a while now and they've lasted so far, so I can't really complain for $2.80. Also beware, if you are someone who's never cut a fringe before, it will get into your eyes, so please have a really nice fluffy makeup brush with you, so after you finish it all you can brush all the hairs off your face, or you'll just be like me 8 hours later still finding hairs on your face. So yeah, that's the fringe pretty much done, kind of just final touch-ups after actually looking at a reference photo. Really make sure you look at the reference photo well, because you don't want to do it and then realize you made a boo-boo. Even just a general image that you kind of like, or of someone else's hairstyle that reminds you of the character, that can work as well. And with cutting a fringe, just go for it. That's my best advice. And ta-da! We are done! Okay, now welcome to my bathtub. This is the wig washing time. Make sure you definitely brush your wig so well before you do this, because otherwise it's not going to work. So the first product I showed you was my shampoo, which is just the Head and Shoulders. Nice and simple. You can pretty much use anything you want as long as it's not a dyed shampoo. So like a blonde shampoo you couldn't use. And then the conditioner was the Muck 1 Minute Treatment, which is amazing. That is what makes your wig so soft and gets all the knots out. So first just run it under some warm water, then lather it in that shampoo. doesn't really matter if you get a couple knots just by running it around. You really need to get it into the hair, especially after a convention, because you got so much crap in that. And obviously, like your normal hair, once it's all soaked up and it feels pretty good, just wash it out. With the water, I do use warm water just because it's cold. So having that warmth is kind of nice. Once you've washed it out really well, dry it and just get all of the water out. You can still leave it a little bit damp, but we do want to get it out a little bit. And then it's conditioning time. So I'm running out of this, as you can see me struggle to get it out of the bottle, but just everywhere. Just put the conditioner all over the wig and just rub it in, basically like you do with your shampoo, and just get it to every single bit, especially behind the neck, because that is where you'll most likely have most of your knots. As you can see, it does pull out so much hair on a cheap wig, so if you are wanting to style a wig, style it, then wash it, because all that extra hair that didn't come out will then come out. And of course, just leave it. That is the whole point of this conditioner, is you just leave it and let it soak in, and then what I do is get a brush and just brush it all through. And as you can see, it's gone so soft and it's just covered in the product and gets really smooth and silky. And then time to wash it all off. Definitely make sure you get all this product out, because it is still a little bit oily if you leave it in there. Does smell nice, but it just isn't nice to feel that in a wig still. So definitely rinse it out a couple times, squeeze all the excess water out and give it a bit of a shake, and that's pretty much the washing bit done. Now, yes, my wig head's in a plastic bag. This is because it's not actually my wig head. I have to have a shout out for Rich for giving it to me to borrow, but we're just gonna pop her on that, brush her out, and double check for any knots. Sometimes I will hang this somewhere and do this process, or if it's a big wig like Jinx, I will actually put her on the floor and brush it and cut it and everything like that on the floor, just to help separate all the hair. Now, what I try and do more often is get a really fine comb to brush through the wigs, just to double check all the knots and everything, because still with your wire brush and a wide tooth comb you still will go past knots, but as soon as you get a really tiny comb in there, you can tell when there's a knot or not. And if you ever do need to get a knot out, get the pair of scissors and kind of just trim the bits that are stuck in the knot. Try not to cut too much, otherwise if you do, what I get is a pair of thinning scissors and thin around it to kind of blend it in and just pull the knot out. And ta-da! Now for the dry shampoo, just spray it in your hair, rub it in and give it a bit of a brush, and that's the best way to stop it looking oily for a photo shoot or a convention. But only do it on a dry wig, do not do it on a wet wig. But that's it. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you watching. I hope this helps. Please let me know if it does or if it doesn't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! Oh, I've been needing to do that for a while.